Hey guys, this is gonna be the chronic hiccup video from this weekend last week, because last week all Saturday I worked at the racetracks and then I got really sick from it. So I was really sick Sunday and couldn't talk because I had no voice pretty much. And Monday came and I had to be tranquilized, so I couldn't make it up Monday like I was going to. And Tuesday came and I was really sick, and Wednesday I was sick. Thursday, I didn't get home till like 8 at night, and I was like, I'll just do 2 Saturdays, so this is weeks. Uno momento, por favor. My iPod's being a little slow, so I can't really tell you. This is weeks. It's loading. Well, update weeks 12 and 13. So yeah, I got tranquilized on Monday. Proceeded to think I was well and I did bed swimming, and all I remember is that my brother called me Dory and I started crying almost. And I just got back from Tee Off for Tatas, which if you haven't seen all my old videos, I have an old video about what it is. Check it out. Or ask me what it is and I'll explain. And it's like, it rained all yesterday, so it was wet and cold today. But it wasn't raining, so I'm drinking some hot chocolate while I made this video to warm up a little bit. And this week I'm starting my new series, Fall Flings, because technically it's fall, I believe. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm starting early. Yeah, but no, there's like 19 or 20 golf teams, and my dad and I golfed. And once again, we got a 44, but I'll talk more about that in my Fall Flings video. Hiccup-wise, I started taking the acid reflux medicine. I believe I talked to you about it in the last video, what it is and stuff. Hasn't done anything yet, but, you know, gotta give it 6 to 8 weeks for something to actually happen. So, we're waiting. Interestingly enough, you'll never believe this. Last night, my brother came home from work, and he'd been hiccuping all night. And he hiccuped for 2 hours last night. And he's hiccuped on and off all day today. And I find it quite ironic that it started with me, who's the youngest member of the family, and now he has it. And he's complaining about it. So we might just, do some medicine stuff with him. So yeah, so he's hiccuping now, and, at work. I have to plug my iPod in, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to update everything at once. And so since he's all, you know, sickly and stuff, and he had a cold when he got it, Mom's hoping it's just from the cold. I didn't have a cold when I got mine, so we're not really sure if maybe it's just irritation or something coming up from it, coughing. But I do know that today's been a really long day, and I've been hiccuping most of the day, so I'm a little bit tired and a little bit loopy. But yeah, so Monday, during second block, I hadn't hiccuped all day, and in the second block, I just went right into attack, and I was really sick. It was pretty disgusting, because my nose was stuffed up, like, really badly, so when I was trying to immediately take intakes of breath while having my attack, I kept, like, sniffling is what the word is, and, then I'd gag, and then I'd almost get sick, and we don't have a nurse at school right now. We have what we call temporary nurses, because nurse retired, and, you know, haven't hired a new one, because my school is stupid sometimes. But no, so, literally, I walked into the nurse's office, and they handed me a bucket and told me to breathe. And my friend had walked me up, so they had to explain that I had chronic hiccups, and asked if I needed to be sent home, and I nodded my head. And asked if I had medicine at home, and I nodded my head, and they're like, well, you should bring it into school. And I was like, and through my attack, I barely got the words, it knocks me. And they're like, you should still bring it to school. It'd be much easier. And I was like, I just told you that it knocks me out. Like, you want me to be knocked down in the nurse's office for like 6 hours? Because I particularly don't want to be knocked down in the nurse's office for 6 hours. Kinda creepy. And it took them 10 minutes to call my mom. Because other people came in, and instead of calling my mom during my medical emergency, they treated the other people who just need, like, ibuprofen. And so they finally called my mom, and my mom went right over. And then I, like, literally had to ask in between through my attack to go get my stuff from the classroom, because they were just like, oh, just sit here and wait. And I was like, need my stuff, bro. So I gotta go get my stuff and then go back up. I went home, took half a pill, 30 minutes later, wasn't hiccuping, got kind of loopy and thought I was a whale. And then I slept for literally the rest of the day. I was only up for I was up for an hour and ate lunch, and then I fell back asleep. And then I was up for like 10 minutes. My mom started talking to me, and I fell asleep while she talked to me. And then I woke up like 2 hours later, and I was up for an hour and a half-ish. An hour to take my pill, wait, and then eat. And then I went right back to bed. So I was up for like 7 hours Monday in total. And as I said, Tuesday I was still really sick. And I was kind of like loopy from the medication still. Wednesday was better, but Wednesday was just a rough day. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let me see, what day was it? I had a Skype conversation. I went to make the video and someone was like, oh, hey, you want to Skype? And I was like, sure. And like just thinking it'd be like 20 minutes, and it ended up being like an hour and a half. And I was like, you know, I'll just do this tomorrow. And then my mom was like, oh, hey, let's go to parent-teacher conferences. Yeah, it was Wednesday. And so we went to parent-teacher conferences and talked about my hiccup with a few teachers, and it was interesting. And then my next doctor's appointment with the neurologist is at the end of October, I believe. It's like the 27th or something. Not really sure. And my dad has to take me because my mom has a doctor's appointment that day. And our eyes will be dilated, so she can't go. And it'll be 6 weeks of taking the medication by the time I get to the neurologist. So he'll be able to decide whether he wants to take me off and put me on something else, or, you know, put me on something else and continue taking it, or whatever he wants to do. And then after the neurologist, I think I have an appointment. No, I don't have an... We have to schedule an appointment with the ENT guy again if it doesn't work in 8 weeks. And I have to go get blood work done still, and I have to do that in like the next 2 weeks. I'm afraid of needles, so it's gonna be interesting. But that's pretty much all I have for this, you know, week, 2 weeks. I'll try and make the video next week. I'm trying to think. I think I just have a field show Friday, and I think it's not the week after. Maybe, I don't know. Dover field show's coming up, so there will be a Saturday where I won't make a video, but hopefully I'll know before time and actually update you guys on that. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Not really much, not really nothing. Kind of a mixture. I'm gonna go so I can drink some hot chocolate and then make my next video. Bye guys!